Welcome to the All for One presentation. Today's topic is flexible update of exchange rates in SAP systems, automatically, error-free, and always on time with All for One easy exchange rates. Let me introduce our expert, Krzysztof Siwiec.
Hello, everyone.
And my name is Octavia Radio, and I am the moderator of this presentation. Krzysztof will guide you through this topic, presenting unique features of the new version of All for One easy exchange rates, with a special focus on integration with many data providers and many SAP versions. Briefly about organizational issues. Presentation will last up to 30 minutes, and you can watch it on our website and our YouTube channel. All right, thank you very much for listening to the introduction, and let's start the presentation.
So, once more, welcome to everyone. My name is Chris Siwiec, as my colleague said, and in All for One, I'm responsible for Easy Exchange Rates product. So today I'll guide you through the description of what are the challenges that caused us to create these products, what is exactly the solution, what are its features, and what benefit you gain when you use our product. So first, the challenge that made us prepare a product. So in fact, we noticed for several years now that some of our customers requires rates collected, currency exchange rates collected from various sources, from various banks, from various different data providers, and in various formats. And this can be done, of course, manually, but it's time-consuming and error-prone. So we do not consider this as good, viable solution. So what we propose is really to update the exchange rates in an SAP system automatically and with added security mechanism that prevent from wrongly update or from missing update of currency exchange rates. And we also aimed our product mostly on S4HANA systems now, and there is a product on S4HANA system from SAP, SAP Market Rates Management Solution, but the solution has limitations and of course it's paid. And our solution will compete with this solution, and we believe it's much better as to currency exchange rates. So how does it work? Easy Exchange Rates, our product, is stored on your SAP systems, and it's an add-on that can work with S4HANA system. Each type of S4HANA system, it can be on-premise, private cloud, public cloud, and the product also works on ECC system. And it connects to various data providers. There are several data providers that are already predefined, so you can connect to them without additional configuration. But if you need any additional bank or to connect to additional bank or data provider, you just need several steps of configuration, and the connection is also possible. So you can add new data sources. So how does it work? I could show you the slides, but I can also show you the system itself. So on S4HANA, when you install Easy Exchange Rates, you have additional menu with some standard application tiles and specific for Easy Exchange Rates applications. So first, the configuration. Here you have the list of pre-configured entries. So configuration, for example, for Czech Republic Bank, for taking these two currencies, but you can add the currencies, you can add other currencies that are taken from the bank. And the configuration is quite straightforward. You just give a name and identify the configuration entry. Then you put some information about the connection, some information about the recognition of the file structure you get the data from, and then about processing. This is very important. Easy Exchange Rates is quite flexible as to processing the data, so you can invert the data, exchange, whether it's direct or indirect exchange, define if you allow overwriting or not, and some other transformations. And yeah, and this is more or less this. Normally, to make a configuration, you need this entries. I would say general entries. Then you need to define the currencies you want to gather. These are two, but we can edit it and add a new one. And then sometimes you need also translation from the currency ID provided by the data provider to the ISO currency ID understood by SAP system. Okay, this is the configuration. This was quite straightforward, and it takes usually several minutes to prepare a new configuration for a new data source. And if you have a new configuration, then you can use this additional transaction to test the configuration. So, for example, I have this Bank of England daily configuration, and I can make test. I can test whether I can get files from Bank of England, and yes, I got it. I can check what's inside in the file. Then I can test whether parsing will be done correctly, and I know it won't, because at this moment of the day, the data does not contain currency exchange rates. So yes, I have the problem with file parsing. I made it on purpose. I wanted to show you that we can check and have problems, and then really check that inside there is no data. Rate not found. Yeah, that was the problem. And if we really look at this file, there won't be any rates here. Okay. But of course, I can check also another entries, and if there are data, we'll have success. Okay, and here is the transaction for testing. We can test file getting, parsing, import to SAP, whether the configuration on the SAP side is okay. And if we can import also the currencies in actual mode, and we can also import histories. So sometimes it's not only about importing to SAP system the current exchange rates, but we want to at the beginning import, for example, currency exchange rates for last year or few years. Okay, and the last transaction is about the logs. We can see the logs, what's happened in the last year, and we have success log, and we can check what was really imported in the system, and this is something we can also double check whether everything is okay. We have also 0 errors here, because in actual mode there were no errors lately. Perhaps I can force the error. So because before I was testing, but I'll try to import currencies that I know that will end up with an error. And yes, if I wait few seconds, I'll get the information that I have one error in my logs, and this makes me check it, and I can see that with this Bank of England I have an error. I should perhaps check what's the reason for it. Okay, and as I said, the configuration is quite easy, and Easy Exchange Rates nicely integrates with S4HANA Fiori interface. So we have this nice tiles and application that can be used by the end user. And of course, the security is based not only on logs, what I have shown you, but also on emails. So I have emails when there is error, but I can also ask for emails when there is a success. So then I receive the emails when there is a success. And for example, if somebody switches off jobs that are scheduled in the system, I won't receive them, so I will know that something is wrong, that the data is not updated anymore. So I would say, what are the benefits of this solution? So first, the quick implementation. Really, implementing Easy Exchange Rates, it's usually just importing the solution to your system and other just selecting which of the predefined entries you would like to use, data sources, or adding a new data source. As I said, Easy Exchange Rates can download data from various sources, so you can have several data providers if you have several countries that are served by your company. So, for example, for multinationals, you can take data from various country banks. As I said, you can automatize it. You can make it schedule the data update, and it's secure. You don't need any other add-ons. So, for example, you don't need the sub-market rates management, and it's well supported with maintenance service optional as well. So it's investment also for in future. We also take care about this product, and yes, what are the next steps if you would like or are interested in this product or would like to have it in your own system? Just contact us and order this ready-to-use solution, Easy Exchange Rates. We'll send and prepare installation and support with installation and customization, and then you can use it, of course. But what's most important to remember from this presentation is that we have this Easy Exchange Rates, that it's available for all SAP system versions, including SAP S4HANA Cloud Public Edition. Because there are, of course, other solutions, but for Cloud Public, there are not so many. But this solution has higher security standards, so it's really secure and can be trusted, and that it can connect to really various data sources. It's very flexible with the definition of how it takes data from various format files of the data providers, and how it adjusts the data taken to the SAP system, so that almost all your requirements can be fulfilled with this product. Okay, that's all from my side. And thank you very much for your patience here and listening to this presentation.
Thank you very much, Krzysztof, for your presentation. And thank you very much, dear listeners, for your attention. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions or if you want to learn more about All for One Easy Exchange Rates. We are here for you, ready to assist you any way we can. One more time, thank you very much, and see you next time.